Hello, this is my channel. Think about this. What if you knew exactly what women really want? Want. That sounds great, but there's a catch. How would you use that information? If you could magically read a woman's mind, you might still be confused because about 80% of what they really want is never said out loud. They won't ask for it, and they won't make it clear. This makes me think of Stoicism, where the real strength is understanding what isn't obvious and accepting it with calm confidence. Hi, my name is James, and I'm going to talk about 9 things women love but will never ask for. Trust me, the 6th one will blow your mind, so make sure you watch until the end. Before we start, please take a moment to subscribe if you're ready to change how you handle relationships using the power of Stoicism. Each video is a step towards mastering your mind and making stronger, more meaningful connections. Ready? Let's jump right in. 1, be unexpected, all right? Not many people know this, but one of the most attractive things about a man is that he can be unpredictable. It's not just about being random for the sake of it. It's about keeping her on her toes and giving her that thrill that makes her feel alive. Think about it. Women naturally like men who can keep them guessing. There's something exciting about not knowing what's going to happen next. It's that little flutter in the chest that comes with wondering, what's he going to do next? But let's be honest, if a guy did the same things every time, same routine, same places, same lines, it might feel comfortable at first, but over time it gets a little boring. It's like reading the same chapter of a book over and over. If there's no mystery, she can figure you out in no time, and it's easy for the spark to go out. Being unpredictable doesn't mean you're not dependable or that you change your plans all the time. Adding those unexpected moments that shake things up in a good way is like planning a date somewhere new or starting a conversation she didn't see coming. You're not just offering routine, you're offering adventure. And who doesn't love that? If a relationship starts to feel too predictable, you might notice some subtle signs like she might stop responding to your messages, cancel plans, or even disappear for a while. This is when things get serious. Don't chase after her when this happens. It's not about playing games. It's about having the confidence to know when to pull back. Sometimes the best thing to do is to let her feel your absence so she starts to think about you again. For those of you who want to stand out and keep her interested, embracing unpredictability doesn't just mean being random. It means knowing that life has its ups and downs and being okay with the flow of it. The Stoics talk a lot about being steady, not because we can control everything, but because we embrace the uncertainty of life. If you embrace unpredictability in a positive way, you're living in line with the Stoic mindset, ready to face whatever comes your way with grace and strength. You should be the guy who adds adventure, surprises her in a thoughtful way, and keeps her guessing what's going to happen next. The more you do something different, the more she'll be interested. And remember that being unpredictable doesn't mean being inconsistent. It means being stable in your own strength and leaving room for adventure to make her fall even deeper for you. Being a great listener is also important. As simple as it sounds, being good at listening is a whole other level. Women really value a man who doesn't just hear what they have to say, but also actually listens to them. In relationships, communication is key, and listening is the most important part. So here's the problem. To avoid this mistake, a lot of guys passively listen. You may have seen it or even done it yourself, but do you really connect with the words when you hear them? As a good listener, you're pretty much doing the same things over and over again. But here's the thing that makes you stand out. Active listening is more than just nodding and saying, once in a while scrolling through your phone. It means putting down the phone, making eye contact, and responding with real questions or thoughts that show you're really taking in what she's saying. When you make her feel like what she's saying is important, she feels valued, respected, and truly seen, which is a powerful feeling. Trust me. Now, why does this matter so much? As women, we naturally talk about our feelings, thoughts, and wants. And sometimes all they need is someone to listen. They can tell when someone is really trying to understand them. When you practice active listening, you make it safe for her to open up, which builds trust and emotional depth in your relationship. But here's what most guys get wrong. You don't have to solve her problems or give her advice. Most of the time, she just wants to feel heard. It's not about giving her solutions right away. It's about showing her that her thoughts and feelings are worth attention. When you do this consistently, something amazing happens. She feels more comfortable around you. She'll trust you more, and she'll start to open up on a deeper level. The more you show that you care by really listening, the more she'll engage and connect with you. What makes you different from the guys who miss this simple but incredibly powerful way of connecting? Stoics believe in the power of being fully present. They believe that you can focus on what's in front of you without being distracted. One great example is listening well. As an example, it's not enough to just listen to what she says. You need to be in the present with her, accepting what's happening and responding with wisdom and understanding. By doing this, you're not only improving your relationship, but you're also practicing the Stoic ideal of mindfulness and presence. You're making sure you give her the attention she deserves without being in a hurry or feeling like you need to fix something. So the next time you're with her, put down your phone, lock eyes. Listen, believe me, it makes a huge difference. 3. Don't be too much of a okay, nice guy. It's time to talk about the nice guy trap, which a lot of guys may know all too well. Keep reading, though. Respect is absolutely essential in any relationship, but there's this fine line, right? You want to be respectful, but you don't want to cross over into the territory where your kindness starts to feel like submission. You know, the type, the guy who treats her like a queen, puts her on a pedestal, and forgets to assert himself. He's constantly pleasing her, but somewhere along the way, he loses his sense of self, and that's where the problem starts when you go too far into that nice guy territory. You're not only putting yourself at a disadvantage, you're also making things feel, well, a little boring. The issue isn't that you're being kind or thoughtful. Of course, those are qualities women love. The issue is when that kindness turns into predictability, you become so nice that you start to fade into the background. You're safe, sure, but also dull. And that's where the attraction starts to fade. Now, what's the solution? Simple, find the balance. Don't be afraid to be bold. And no, bold doesn't mean rude or disrespectful. It just means standing firm in your sense of self. It's about being confident and knowing what you want and being willing to express it without fear. Women are drawn to men who have the courage to take the lead, who know when to challenge them in a fun and exciting way. It's the playful, teasing, the willingness to take a risk and flirt that sparks the excitement. But here's the thing, don't confuse confidence with arrogance. Being confident doesn't mean putting her down or treating her badly. It means being happy with who you are and not being afraid to show that you're more than just the nice guy. You have your own life, your own passions, and your own boundaries. Once you show her that you're not afraid to be yourself, she'll start to see you as interesting and someone she wants to pursue. This is where the Stoic dress to impress comes in. Philosophy comes in. The Stoic believed that true wisdom comes from understanding who you are, knowing your worth, and standing firm in your beliefs without needing external validation. So instead of mold-holding yourself to fit what you think she wants, take a step back, focus on who you are at your core, stand by your values, assert your boundaries, and let her see the full, confident and real version of you. When you're grounded in this sense of self, the relationship becomes stronger and there's a genuine connection because you're not hiding behind the mask of the nice guy anymore. And here's where it gets even better. When you stop trying so hard to please, something amazing happens. You start living life with more purpose, more excitement, and guess what? That energy is contagious. She'll be drawn to your confidence, your boldness, and your willingness to take charge. That's the stuff that keeps things exciting. And most importantly, it keeps her engaged because no one wants to be with someone who's predictable, right? Be a man who brings something new and exciting to the table. You'll be amazed at how it changes things. So go ahead and be nice, but never lose your sense of adventure and bravery. Be kind to her, but also show her that you have your own life, full of energy, confidence, and the guts to take chances. If she wants to date someone, she won't go after the guy who's always trying to please everyone for dress to impress. People's first thoughts about you are based on how you look. Women pay close attention to how a man presents himself, and dressing well is a surefire way to make an impression that lasts. But here's the thing, it's not about wearing expensive designer clothes. When you dress well, you wear clothes that fit you. Well, show off your style and go with your body type. It also matters how you take care of yourself. It's just as important to have good hygiene and a friendly attitude. Imagine a woman who has spent time getting ready. Her hair is done, her makeup is flawless, and she's dressed to impress. Then she meets a guy who shows up in wrinkled clothes and messy hair. What does that say? It makes him look like he doesn't care, which can be a huge turn-off. You don't need a closet full of fancy clothes to look good. Just buy a few classic pieces. Keep it simple with colors that make you look put together and sharp. Clean lines and clothes that fit well can make a huge difference. A well-fitted blazer, shiny shoes, and a neat hairdo can do a lot. It's not enough to look good for other people. You also need to feel good in your own skin. When you look your best, you naturally feel more confident, and that confidence will show in everything you do. When you take pride in your appearance, you show respect for yourself and the people around you. Please let me know which of these traits you think is the most important for getting a woman to like you. Let me know in the comments, and if you've ever seen these traits in action in your own life, share a story with us. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and it will help get the conversation going, so leave a comment. I've got this. If you're ready to step up your game or tell me which traits you already command. It's natural for women to like guys who can take the lead, but there's a catch. Being a leader doesn't mean being bossy or controlling. It means being sure of yourself, making decisions, and being firm, whether you're planning a date, choosing a restaurant, or making long-term decisions. Women like guys who are sure of what they want and do something about it. If a guy keeps asking her what she wants to do or makes all the decisions for her, he can come off as passive or unsure of himself. On the other hand, a man who makes decisions with confidence and takes the lead shows that he's reliable and capable. For example, on a date, take charge by choosing where to sit or suggesting a fun activity. This lets her know you're in charge and that you care about her. But keep in mind that being in charge doesn't mean ignoring her ideas or wishes. You need to be sure of yourself and her needs at the same time. You'll make her feel valued and loved when you find the right mix between confidence and care. That's the key to being a truly attractive man. 6. Learn how to make her happy. One of the most important skills a man can have, but one that is often overlooked, is the ability to make his partner truly happy, especially in private times. Many women have said that their partners either rush through intimacy or treat it like a routine, which can make her feel unfulfilled. Real intimacy is about more than just physical satisfaction. It's about emotionally connecting and showing care. Take your time and focus on her pleasure. Pay attention to how she feels, listen to her reactions, and be present. When you give her your full attention and enthusiasm, she feels special and appreciated. Find out what she likes and pay attention to what she says. Don't treat being close like a chore you need to finish. A list instead. See it as a chance to get to know her better and show her you care. Being open and interested in what she likes helps build trust and makes your relationship stronger. If you're not sure what she likes, don't be afraid to ask. By putting effort into this, you show that you care about her and want her to be happy and satisfied. Trust me, she'll notice. and it will make her like you even more seventh. In any relationship, it's important to learn how to say no. It's normal to want to make your partner happy. You might look like a pushover if you always say yes to everything. Women like men who know their limits and aren't afraid to stand up for themselves. Saying no doesn't mean you're rude or don't care. It just means you're being honest about your wants and values. It's okay to say no if she asks for something unreasonable or pushes your limits. This doesn't make you less thoughtful. It makes you more respected. Women sometimes test men to see how strong and sure of themselves they are. If you always agree with her, she might start to think you can't stand up for yourself. But if you set clear limits, she'll respect you. Think of it this way: if you're always available and say yes, she might start to take your efforts for granted. But if you learn to say no when you need to, it makes the relationship healthier. This doesn't mean you have to be stubborn or unwilling to compromise. It just means you'll be able to find a balance where both of your needs are met. When you put your own values and goals first, you'll naturally find a partner who values you for who you are. Accept your inner strength. Women really admire guys who are emotionally strong. It's not about hiding how you feel or looking like you don't care. It's about being mature and strong when dealing with your feelings. Men who can handle tough situations with grace and help others when they need it are called men of steel. It looks very good. When things go wrong in life, women want a partner they can lean on. Being emotionally strong shows her that you will be there for her like a rock when things get tough. It's about being understanding and kind while still being calm and sure of yourself. That doesn't mean you can't show how you feel. Being open and honest about how you feel can help you connect even more deeply. It's all about finding the right way to connect. Being honest without coming off as weak emotionally also means not getting upset when you get rejected or criticized. I respect guys who can take criticism well and use it to improve themselves. When you work on your emotional strength, you become a better partner and a stronger person in general. This trait can make all parts of your life better, from work to friendships to relationships. To be a man who can handle problems with strength while still being loving and understanding, you need to embrace emotional strength. This balance will make you someone people admire, not just for being reliable, but also for being emotionally strong. 2 nines show goals and a purpose. Women naturally like guys who know what they want and how to get it. To aim for, he is sure of himself and driven if he knows what he wants and works hard to get it. This trait is strong because it shows that you are stable and determined. Having a purpose doesn't mean you need to be rich or at the top of your game. It's about having a vision for your future and actively taking steps toward it. Whether you're working on your career, chasing a passion, or growing as a person, what matters is your dedication to becoming better. Ambition also earns respect. A man with goals shows he's not satisfied with staying the same name. This makes the relationship more exciting, as she knows you're always working to improve, not just for yourself, but for your future. Get together. However, ambition should be balanced with care for your partner. While it's great to focus on your goals, don't forget her or make her feel like she's competing with your ambitions. Involve her in your journey and show her she's an important part of your life. When you live with purpose, you become more attractive. Your drive, commitment, and focus set you AP show purpose and ambition part as a man who is worthy of admiration and love. Thank you for watching. These 9 traits are just the start of what it means to be a high-value man. Remember that getting better is a process, not a goal. You'll not only improve your relationships, but also grow as a person if you follow these rules. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Modern Stoic. Also, please press the bell icon button so that our next video can easily reach you.